Good morning, Aries. How are you? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So this video will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Discern the messages accordingly. I'm going to I don't want to say speed through this, but a little on a time constraint this morning, story of my life. But I wanted to get you guys a video out for mid-February because I've got like 9 other signs to do. So I want to try to get these out to you guys as quickly as possible, but obviously with proper substance too. So anyhow, we'll get on from that. But so this is going to be mid-month check-in for February, see what's going on in your energy for the rest of the month. I started love readings. However, it was a shit show. Like everything went wrong. You hear me say all the time, ugh, love readings, blah, blah, blah. For a reason. It was a sign. I wasn't supposed to do those. I was having technology issues. I did Pisces. It wouldn't upload. So I was just, at that point, I was over it. So that's that. So for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you. Aries, you're the 3rd most videos viewed in the beginning of the month. So that's kind of how I'm rolling with it this time in that order as to who had the highest views. So thank you to Scorpio, if you've got Scorpio placements, and Libra, and now Aries. So we'll just keep checking through the messages. Pardon this hair this morning. It's one of those kind of days. So anyhow, let's get into it, Aries. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It really is one of the greatest ways just to show appreciation, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So if you're interested in a personal reading, that information is in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Remember, this is not a personal reading. This is not one-on-one. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me through the email, and I'll be happy to get you guys set up. So, all right, Aries, let's see what's rolling in your energy right now. Feeling crunched on time. Ha ha ha. Aries rising right here. Funny. Spirit comes in. Time. Time is an illusion, right? Time is whatever. It's made up. All right. Ooh, I feel like you guys have got some serious confidence issues, but not in a negative way. Like, it is, I feel like you're kind of stepping into your space, into your power, into what feels good. Happily being you. Like, I like it. I like this vibe. All right, for Aries, please, Spirit. However, underneath, that may be what you're putting out to the world. Things you may be feeling like we talked about time briefly. Word to the wise here, right? As I spew this out to you guys, learn to take a pause. You may just have a whole lot of stuff going on. You may be feeling a little tired. You may be feeling a little burnout. You may have a whole lot of external stuff going on surrounding you right now. Temper yourself. You may be a little short fused. There may be things that you feel like, I'm going to say they're beyond your reach. You've just got a lot going on right now. It's just for the next week. Whatever this is very much for the next week. You may be finding yourself dealing with a lot of different people. You feel scattered to me, like a lot of energy moving into it. So it's kind of like that fire energy. You're moving into things, handling them, but I feel like you're getting a little tired, Aries. You're getting a little burnout, a little worn. You're just like, oh gosh, can we just get this week over? Is kind of how this feels to me. But you also, I feel like you guys, you may have recently closed out a cycle. I can't remember what was in your last video. Those messages are not for me. So, and honestly, guys, I don't edit. This is it. Like, you get the real deal here. There's no theatrics whatsoever. So, those messages come through. They're not mine. They're for you guys. So I just put them out there as it is. Like, this is real life, right? This is real shit. So, I feel like you've closed something out, starting a new beginning somehow. Your manifestation power too. I feel like you've got your eyes dead set locked on something, and you may, Aries, I'm again, Aries myself, I understand. You may not always handle your emotions greatly. It's very much logical. more so action inspired type of energy. Get up, get going, moving your ass. But you might be playing with a little bit of that heart space. You may be starting to dive into your emotions, the things that were not, I don't want to call them superficial, but the things that were surface level for you. It's like, nah, I think I'm going to start summoning what feels good within. And you may be pulling that too. You may be dealing, part of this different people thing around you in your external circumstances is you may be playing with some energy going, do I want to deal with you? Do I like you? Do you make me feel good? Like, am I enjoying myself? So take that, as it resonates for you. But like your Spirit's saying you're almost there. So whatever this is, like, you may have a lot of chaotic energy around you. It's like time to clear the slate, time to start anew. Testing the waters to see where it is that you're heading, romantic, love, and dynamic. Libra, you may have Libra in your chart. Those same cards came out except for Libra. Dynamic came out in the reverse position. So you may be, and I just said, talking about your emotions, opening up that heart space. You may be learning, and 3s are very heavy in this reading for you guys, and that 5 being change, right? And typically, when I see 1, 5, I'm like, there's some subtle changes happening. When I see more than 1, 5 in a reading, I'm like, here's something dramatic and drastic that's really changing surrounding you. I just feel like you're changing the dynamic of the people in your life, how you work with them, how you play with them, how you, are intimate with them, whatever it might be. So you're starting to like venture out of your comfort zone is what I would call it. Soul time, there it be. So, and this is about your foundations. You may be starting off on some new foundations. Transition, may be having a little bit of a harder time with this transition because it's like you're taking steps forward, but then you're like, up, hold on, pause and reflect, right? So, but I like the fact that you're addressing this within yourself when you're dealing with other people. It's kind of like you're testing the waters. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. There it is. One that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless. When I just say time is nothing, it's made up, limitless and infinite. So I feel like you're stepping into the space that is opening to your soul. That transition being in reverse. I don't always take reversals. It just depends. Don't get stuck in, how do I put this? Don't get stuck in an idea or a thought of what is perceived as how things were supposed to be as opposed to how they are. And then underneath that, you got the divine masculine. The 43 is the transition, which is 7, and then 22. I'm a big numbers person. 22 breaks down to a 4. Again, your foundation's the same as soul time. Celebrations, good things, right? So to me, you may have ended a cycle with a divine masculine, male, female. It does not matter. We know that, that's the way tarot rolls. But in the same breath, like, you may also be testing the waters with other divine masculines in your life of just trying to find a way to see what works for you. So interesting, Aries. I like it though. All right, guys, let's see here. And I said like that there's a 1 week period of this chaotic energy. So for some of you, this may have already happened. For some of you, it may be happening now. It might be next week, who knows, right? But we're, again, tarot is timeless. But the intention set anyhow is for the, mid-month to the end of the month up until March. So, but I do feel like the clouds are clearing out. Anything, like, you just had to kind of go through this little space for some reason. I think you're learning something about your individuality in that maybe you have more power than you give yourself credit for. We need to rely on other people. Sometimes we need to, ask for help when we need it. But I feel like you're stepping into an own, like, maybe you've lost a little bit of confidence at some point too. And now it's like, hey, I can do this. It's a little hectic, but I'm good. Just don't get bitchy. Yeah, just don't get bitchy. So the eight of cups. I'll read to you. I like this deck. It's one of the first decks I ever had. It's still in great shape. It puts up with my nonsense. 8 of water. On these cards, they have little sayings. I'm going to say this to you. It says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. What did I just say? You may have closed out a cycle. You're opening up that heart space. You're needing something that's going to feel good within, right? Then we've got that 8 of Wands there too. 8 of Wands being in your present energy, fast moving energy. When I said maybe feel very chaotic surrounding you at this time. How did it fall here? And then you've got the two of Swords in reverse. I don't know whether I take that. I don't know if I'm going to take it in reverse though, just because of the way it fell. You may be coming to a crossroads with certain things. You may be dealing with a King of Swords kind of energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Jesus, I can't even think this morning. Sorry, guys. Knight of Wands. It's the Magician. I don't know. I feel like you're stepping. It's funny because I feel like you guys are pulling from everything but the everything but like grounded energy. But I don't know. I hate to go. I don't think that you need it. Like, I just don't feel the pull that you need to ground your energy. I feel like you're playing with action, right? I feel like you're playing with your emotions. I feel like you're playing with your thought process. It's so strange for me to say to somebody, or anybody for that matter, that like the groundedness of earth energy doesn't feel needed at this time. Like, I don't even know what the hell that means, but there it is. Like, don't ask me. I'm just delivering the messages as they come through and how they feel. So that's really interesting to me. It's, I don't know. Let's clarify. And there's that King of Swords. Right there he is. Right there he is, you know. Very, very logical, very, you know, well-rounded in his thought processes. He's building up that confidence. You know, so he takes everything into consideration. And I feel like you're, again, examining the things around you at this time. That 8 of Cups, we've got the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups in reverse. And you've seen that fly out of there, right? And then the 9 of Pentacles. Again, whatever wasn't working for you, whatever wasn't fulfilling to you, you know, that 10 of Cups being in the reverse, it's like things are not happy, they are not good, they're not fulfilling. You'd rather do it on your own than to do it with people that don't invest back into what it is that you've got going on, or you're not feeling fulfilled at this time as a result. Maybe dealing with again, guys, I just said, you know, you might have Libra in your chart. You might be dealing with a Libra, but I'm thinking it's more of those of you who have Libra in your chart. You've got Pisces, Libra, and Leo. So that could be in your chart, or you may be dealing with somebody to that effect, but I don't know. I kind of feel like someone's hanging on to you from the past. Now this could be friendships. This could, particularly friendship is popping up. That they're kind of like, I hate to say breadcrumbing, in that sense, but like it is almost kind of like a breadcrumbing kind of energy where they're just not responding to the distance between the two of you somehow. For some of you, this may be love related. So there's the Hierophant card of Taurus. You may be dealing with some communication coming in from a Taurus at this time. It's like, hey, let's go out, let's enjoy, let's celebrate, let's see what's happening at this time. Making some kind of offer. The Page of Wands, depending on what deck I'm using, he can be a slimy mother, you know. But I feel like it's like new opportunity, though, that's coming in, making some offers, some new growth. You may be finding yourself switching out, again, the people that you've dealt with, because you're learning something. You're having a spiritual understanding, a spiritual awakening within as this communication is coming into you. Again, that fast moving energy as well. So you're probably seeing a lot of shifts in the cycles of people. You may be dealing with a lot of different people at this time. 4 of Cups, trying to discern what it is that is being seen for you, how you feel about it. You may be ignoring a specific person, place, or thing because it felt unfulfilling to you. So, you know, be cognizant of that. So this 2 of Air, cheese and crackers, Ace of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to take these because they came out. That 2 of Swords, 8 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you do contemplate going back and forth with maybe somebody in particular. They may have felt, or even a situation, I don't want to say a person per se. Pisces energy again, Leo energy there. It's like, but I feel like, I don't know that you're dealing with Leo so much as it is you're trying to finally be in a space that feels courageous, that feels good, that feels enlightened. I feel like you're gaining enlightenment through these situations that are going on around you at this time, the people and the dynamic that's going on around you at this time. That Ace of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles, whatever you're doing, keep fucking doing it. You're going from the Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles and the Hangman. You're getting a new perspective. You're learning what it is to step into your power. You're learning what it is to feel good about the comforts of what you've created for yourself. You've got the Sun, the Knight of Swords. Careful in how hard you're coming at some of these things. You may need to take a moment to pause and reflect about how things have changed. And sometimes, again, it may feel very much chaotic to you as to how it's happening, but in some ironic way, it feels really good. King of Wands energy, again, Sag, Leo, Aries, there you are, right? So it's like, whatever you guys are doing, it's rolling in. It's almost like you kind of combat it a little bit, but yet you're rolling with it at the same time. So you may feel like you're in a little bit of a state of limbo, but opportunity, like what I hear is like Spirit saying opportunity is knocking. Thank you, Spirit. You're seeing what it is to step outside of your comfort zone. As much as you are a driven sign, you're still cautious on where you invest that. A lot of indecision, a lot of space, but you may be pairing up with other people to do new things, but yet it still feels very independent, like in your energy as to how you're doing things for yourself. I think it's beautiful freaking energy. There's like a golden path that awaits you. It's, you know, you're just, when you walk away from anything that is emotionally draining for you, you see a massive up leveling. It's like, kaboom, like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why? And if you're in a space where you're questioning why you didn't do something sooner, it just wasn't ready. You weren't ready. The universe wasn't ready. Like, it just needed a minute to kind of like cultivate and curate and figure out what it was that you needed to do. You just weren't at that point yet. But now that you're moving into this, like, I don't know that there's guilt there, but you may just go, I kind of hung on a little too long to a situation. But now that you're moving out of that, your feet are firmly planted on the ground. And what I say earlier too, that Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, I'm going to go back to, I said, it's like you're dealing with that air energy, the action attached to things, and then the emotional energy. And you don't need to be grounded because you already are. You're going from that Ace of Pentacles to that Queen of Pentacles. Your feet are firmly planted on the ground. Now you understand where it is that you need to head. And it feels really good as you're making these moves. Like, you can't make this shit up. I say it, and there it is. I love it for you, Aries. I think it's a good place to be in right now. Even if it does feel overwhelming to you, it's all good. Like, it's good stuff. So, energy of the 7, or Oracle of the 7 energies, or something. I'm awful with titles. All right, Spirit, we're gonna do these instead of the other Oracle cards. All right, for Aries, let's wrap this up for you guys. I'm sorry this is a little shorter, but the power of purpose, you're making your mark. I love it because when I look down here, you've got the Sun, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, you know, it's golden, it's bright, it's nice and circular energy. It's starting a new beginning, moving into that Queen of Pentacles, that soul time and the power of purpose. You're divinely being guided to get to where you're going. Again, another 9. 3s and 9s, very significant. And when I see that way, this is very much you learning to work very well with others, but in the same time, you know, that underlying energy when we first started shuffling was individuality and confidence. You are fine on your own, and you know this. So you want something or someone or situations around you, what you're investing your time, energy, and effort into, to give you the space to be independently free, but yet learning how to work with other people that they're going to add to your life, build up some excitement for you, and not take away from you at this time. And it's funny because some of you guys too, you're really leaving your mark on the world around you. Like, your Spirit's coming in, straight message from Spirit here. You're having conversations with people that are changing their lives. So whatever you're doing, Aries, like, it's like you've just got the kick, the drive, the motivation that keeps you moving forward. And it's like, you can't miss. You can't screw things up. Like, you know exactly where you're heading for the most part, like you have this little bit of, let me think about this for a second. But once you've made up your mind, it's full steam ahead for you guys. Perfect harmony. If it doesn't balance out, I'm not going to play with it, right? I like this. This is a good reading, Aries. Hell yeah. The land in between, bridging the gap in the emotional heart space, bringing things together. What feels good? What feels golden? It's been a long journey to get to where you are. You had to fill in some gaps along the way. You know, like to me, when I look at this particular card, the land in between, those bridges, for me personally, like, you know, reading is about what I feel, and then how that correlates to you, is those bridges are scary, they're shaky. It's a long fall if things don't work out getting across there, but it's making the conscious choice to go through the danger of a situation. And I'm not saying do dangerous stuff, so don't take that the wrong way, but to be brave enough, courageous enough, we've seen that strength card in this reading, to take that leap forward, to take those steps forward, to do what you need to do to work through the things that are you know, maybe held you back in fear for a while, and you're learning how to step into that. So, and I feel like that transition too, you know, you're meant for something greater. You're working towards it. You may get a little stumbled up every now and again, but you know that there's more, and there's that seeing beyond. You know there's more. It's seeing beyond. Is that third eye, that different perception. Again, hangman energy there. So one more card for Aries, please, Spirit. One more card for Aries. Whoops. We'll take it. The storyteller, you are. And I love this. I love it when these cards, I mean, they always do, but they all look so damn similar. That ending and that conclusion, right? There's that book, blank slate, right? Blank slate, the storyteller. You get to create the life of your dreams. You get to write out what it is that you want your life to be. 8, you've infinite, or the infinity symbol, closing out, starting a new journey, right? Into me I see another 8, bearing fruit, that 3 again. What makes you feel good? Where, you know, if you're planting trees, watering trees, taking care of things, you want somebody or something or a situation or whatever it is, again, that you're investing your time into, that's going to make your mind, body, and soul feel good. Like no more bullshit. So I don't know if you've had somebody like blowing smoke up your ass or whatever it's been, but it's like, if it's on a small level, we can't do this anymore. And you're moving away from that. So it may have been some shallow conversations. It wasn't tantalizing enough. It wasn't, what's the word? It just didn't stimulate you enough to keep you invested in it. So, and that's okay. Like, you know, we have to try things to figure it out. Yeah, it is what it is. Like the past is what it is, and it's time to move forward. You're walking into a space of endless possibilities that look good for you. A great big love, the power of purpose. Like, you know, you're here to do more. And for some of you, I think you can tend to come off a little rough around the edges. You need a little polishing, right, Aries? Like, it's all good. We all need some polishing sometimes. But through that, and opening up that heart space and stepping into something, like, you do leave a positive impact on the lives that you're touching around you at this time. It's just learning not to get into your own way. But okay, Spirit just said 7 to 2 and 2 to 7. So I don't know, you guys may be working a weird shift like that or something. I don't know what that's about. It's like, why is this gonna be right smack dab in the middle of my damn day? Like, you know, like, I don't even know. It's just like, you might be bitching about it. Like why am I doing this? This is nuts. This is causing chaos in my day. So for some of you, that may resonate specifically for somebody's specific message. But you guys are doing, oh yeah, you're figuring out your emotions. You're a lot of 2s. And I also look at what's behind cards when I put them back into the deck. It's kind of like a backing energy to me. A lot of 2s. So you're weighing your options in various ways. I don't think that it's bad. I think you're just discerning what it is that you're working with. Hope, there it is. Yeah, you don't need to be rigid. You're good. Like the moon, that's the second time, our emotions. So your emotions may be, and there's that strength card again. You may be, you know, just dealing with a lot of emotional energy that may feel chaotic to you. But Aries, in the overall, I love what you got going on. So if you, sorry, this was a little right through it, right? But good message. So we can leave it at that. I ain't gonna mess with nothing. We're not trying to pull out some shitty reading today. I'm not having it. I hope you guys had a fantastic Valentine's Day. If you found that this video resonates for you, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel again if you've not already done so. And then personal readings info in the description box and the about section of the page as well. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'll get back to you guys closer to March from the March readings. And I think that's about it. So you guys have a fantastic day. I know it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful here today. I'm super stoked because I love warm weather. But I will see you guys soon and on the next video. In the meantime, I'm sending you all my love. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.